everyone. So today we'll start with the financial management, with the subject financial management. In this particular class, we'll study meaning, importance of financial management. Then we'll study what all we are going to cover in the financial management, and we are going to basically draw a particular an outline how this particular subject is going to be. So, first of all, I'll just start with the meaning and the importance of the financial management. Now, coming on to the meaning, to understand the meaning of the financial management, we must firstly understand these two words, that is financial management. Now, what is financial? Financial means something which is related to money. Something which is related to money is, of course, the financial. And the word management means managing the money part. So under financial management, what we are going to do is we are going to study that how to manage the money part, how to manage the money. Now, the financial management concept is not only important for the business organization. In our individual lives also, we need to incalculate the financial management. Then only we'll be able to increase the wealth, then only we'll be able to become a rich person. So, coming on to the importance of financial management at an individual level. I'm taking an example of a Tim here. Now, the Tim has got some money from his father. Now he had two choices: either to use that money to buy some shares, stock, estate assets, or some assets which could further generate him the income. Or otherwise, he can also utilize that money to buy the dead assets. Now, he can utilize that money to buy some shoes, car, or vehicles, bikes. But in first option, the Tim is able to generate the wealth. Tim is able to increase his wealth to the multiple times, which could further enable him to buy all these luxurious things as well as to save some money in the future. So the first option, if the Tim goes for investment in real estate, gold, shares, stocks, in that case the Tim of course will be able to increase his wealth. Whilst in the second option, the Tim, once the money he has put into all these dead assets, the his wealth will be going to diminish over the period of time, because he's putting all his wealth in the dead assets, which will not generate any future income for the Tim. So this is the importance of the financial management. This states that okay, we need to make the choices with regard to financial management in our day-to-day lives. So this was an example of the importance of financial management at an individual level. Now coming on to the importance of financial management at an organization level. Now, I have taken an example of Ambani brothers. Now, when the family property got divided, both the brothers, Anil Ambani and the Mukesh Ambani, the wealth, the property was equally divided between both the brothers. Now you can see one brother got some sectors, the other brother got the same sector. But there was a division. The equal wealth was divided among both the brothers. Of course, the industry which they got was different. Now what happened is that due to the choices made by these two individuals, one of them was able to increase his wealth to the multiple times. Now this person is still considered as one of the richest person of the world, whilst the other person has been recently declared bankrupt in 2019. So this is a classic example of financial management at an organization level, that a financial management can increase your wealth to the multiple times, or it can lead to sudden decline in the wealth of an individual. So you can lose all your money if you fail to do the financial management properly. Or you can increase the wealth to the multiple times if the financial management related decisions are good. So now coming on to the meaning of financial management. So what is the meaning of financial management? As stated, that financial management is nothing but the management of money. So, under financial management, we'll be deciding where to put the money of the organization, how to allocate the resources of the organization in such a manner so that it can ultimately increase the profitability and it can increase the shareholders' wealth for the organization. So what are we going to do under financial management? We are going to see that how the funds and the resources of the organization needs to be allocated so that it could lead to increase in the overall profitability and increase in the shareholder wealth for the organization. So the meaning of the financial management is that under financial management we'll be looking into how to allocate the resources of the organization, or you can say how to use the money of the organization so that ultimately the objectives of the organization, what are the ultimate objectives of the organization? Profitability making and increase in the shareholders wealth. So under financial management, what we are going to do is we are going to ensure that there is an efficient allocation of the resources so that the overall objectives of the organization could be achieved. So this is the very meaning of the financial management and the importance of the financial management. Now, what are we going to do under financial management? Now, okay, we are studying the financial management. If I'll become a finance manager, what am I going to do in the financial management part? So under financial management, we can generally say that financial management is mainly concerned with three types of a decision in a business organization. So financial management involves investment decision, dividend decision, and financing decision. This is not, you can say this is not the overall part, this is not all what a finance manager do, but yeah, mainly the financial manager is involved with the investment decision, dividend decision, and financing decision. Besides that, there is a risk part that the financial management manager has to deal with. Now, coming on to what are these decisions? As stated earlier, that the financial management is nothing but the money management, right? So under the financial management, what we are doing, we are basically talking about these three decisions. So under the investment decision, we are going to study that where to make the investment, where the money of the organization should be spent. That is seen under the investment decision. So under investment decision, we'll decide that where the investment should be made by the business organization. Second decision relates to the dividend decision. Of course, when the entity will be deciding on where to employ the money of the organization. So once the project will be selected, that okay, the money should be invested in project A, B, and C. Of course, that projects in which the organization has invested some money, that will be generating some returns, that will be generating some profits, right? So now that part of profits which is given as a return to the shareholders is known as dividends. So in this decision, we'll see that how much part of the profit shall be allocated to the shareholders of the organization. So second decision relates to dividend decision, in which the finance manager will be basically helping the management to decide that okay, how much amount of the dividend should be distributed and how much amount of the profit should be retained back in an organization. So under first decision, we'll be making a choices. Then we need to select, okay, which option do we need to go with? In the second decision, of course, when after we have made the choices, then of course those projects will be giving some sort of a return, and then we'll see that where the money should be, how much amount of the profit should be allocated, should be distributed to the shareholder. And last decision is with regard to financing decision. Now, of course, These projects cannot be does not will involve some sort of a cost. So, under financing decision, we'll see from where the fund should be obtained, from what sources the fund should be obtained to finance all these projects. So, investment decision relates to spending money, right? Dividend decision relates to allocating the profits, while the financing decision relates to deciding from what sources the finance should be obtained by the organization. So we say that under financial management we'll be talking about the investment decision, that okay, where the investment of the organization needs to be made, then dividend decision, okay, how the profit should be allocated, and then the financing decision, that how the funds should be obtained. Besides that, of course, the finance manager has to deal with the risk part, that will deal with this shortly. We'll discuss that what type of risk that the financial manager has to deal with.